it's a blessing, and he's been a role model to me for sure. And GK and Brent and all them.
Basketball with Doug Orme and Mark Bugg.
Welcome back to the Louisville Catholic Sports Pregame Show. We're talking to junior Rhett Trapman before the Knights take on McKendree. Rhett, regional rankings came out yesterday. Bellarmine at the top. I'm sure all you guys looked at that and saw that, and you win these two games this weekend, and again next Thursday against Southern Indiana. It looks pretty good to host that regional.
Yeah, it does. And it was like a 5-second hooray. We see it number one. That's a good thing, but all in all, it don't mean nothing until we win out these last 3 games and take care of business and not look too far ahead. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, our goal is to host it and everything, but we can't get ahead of ourselves. We got to take one game at a time.
You beat this team by 29 back in December. I'm not taking them for granted, I assume.
No. They got 5 guys capable of going 30 plus each night. So Doug and Bo have been really harping on that and preparing us to play this game.
Give me 2 or 3 things we got to do to beat this team tonight.
Defensively, we have to stay solid. They've been preaching that, being our gaps and playing our basketball on the defensive end. Offensively, we tend to do that every game, sharing the ball. But as far as defensively, if we step up and and you know what I'm saying, eliminate some of their shots because they got 3 very deadly 3-point shooters. So if we eliminate some of those shots and get rebounds, we'll be okay.
Okay. Good luck tonight. Good luck rest of the year, and good luck over the summer, and good luck next year.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
That's Rhett Troutman Jr. for the Bellarmine Knights before the Knights get ready to tip it off against McKendree. Get ready for that tip after this commercial break. This has been the Louisville Catholic Sports pregame show.
About sports. It's easy to find the sports content you care about, right? Wrong. We're not talking about the content overload you see every day. We're talking about the teams and athletes you truly care to follow. Your sons, daughters, friends, and neighbors, no matter their level of play, professional, college, high school, there's never been a way to find this sports coverage in one place, until now. StatSub covers the teams and athletes that have all the fans but none of the coverage. Visit statsub.com for more info.
When Bellarmine needs excellent travel planning, they call the experts at Knights.
Taking care of business, keys to the game. Sponsored by American Fortune Merger and Acquisition. We maximize business value and transfer business success.
And Mark Bugg's keys to the game. Bellarmine and McKendree will be coming up in just a moment, but first we're going to have the singing of our national anthem here at Knights Hall. And good crowd here on hand, and as usual, the Knights have gone into the stands to get some youngsters and some oldsters as well to stand with them during the national anthem, something that they began way back early in the season at their very first home game.
Gentlemen, please remove your hats as we direct everyone's attention to our nation's flag. We pause before this game to honor the United States of America and those who serve and protect our nation, both at home and abroad. We invite you to proudly join along as Bellarmine sophomore music major Colette Pretty leads us in our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket and glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Very nicely done. Good crowd here on hand at Knights Hall, the student section. Knights Nation down to our right in the bleachers, standing and anxious for this game to get underway. But before we do that, we need to get Mark Buggs time for the taking care of business. Keys to the game.
Keys to the game. Well, regional rankings came out Wednesday, and Bellarmine's on top. That gives you a pretty good incentive right there to play. Beat this team by 29 earlier in December. Shot 60%, held them to 38%, so anything close to that, Bellarmine will come out on top again. Bellarmine beat them everywhere you could beat them on their floor, so it's just Bellarmine's just looking ahead. They got one goal, and that's to win that conference and then host this NCAA here. And all they have to do is win 3 more games, and they got that. So this is number 1 of 3. So I look for no problem tonight.
Mountjoy Chilton Medley CPAs and Advisors, offering a full range of accounting, audit, tax planning, and consulting services for businesses of all sizes, nonprofits, and individuals. As sponsor of Best Coverage, MCM is proud to donate a blanket to Blanket Louisville to help the area's needy during these cold months. Here's the way we believe McKendree will line up. David Franklin, a 6'5 senior, averages 16 points and a team-high 8.7 rebounds. He's from O'Fallon, Illinois, and did not play in the first semester. So that means Bellarmine will get their first look at him this year. They know all about him, though, because last year he led the conference in scoring, averaging just under 22 points per game, and he had 18 20-point games. Nate Michael, a 6'3 sophomore, averages 14 points per game from St. Joseph's, Illinois, and 14 against Bellarmine in the first meeting. Michael Jackson, a 6'5 senior from O'Fallon, Illinois, averages 17 a game, scored 6 against the Knights the first time around. Kyle Yates, a 6'2 senior from Bethalto, Illinois, averages 2.5 points per game, had 6 points and 5 assists in the first meeting. And Darren Winkleman, a 6'6 senior from Steelville, Illinois, had a career-high 21 points against Bellarmine in that first meeting. For the Knights, they go with that usual starting 5'9 senior Al Davis from Colorado Springs, ranks 3rd in the GOVC in assist-to-turnover ratio. 6'5 senior Rusty Troutman from Mount Washington, averaging 13 points a game, and he ranks 12th in the conference in steals, 15th in assists, 11th in free throw percentage. He scored over 1,500 points in his Bellarmine career. Tyler Jenkins, a 6'2 junior from Indianapolis, is 14th in the conference in three-point field goal percentage at 44%. George Knott, a 6'5 senior from New Albany, over his last 6 games is shooting 59% from the field. And Adam Eberhard, a 6'7 sophomore from Evansville, made the cut this week. He's among the top 50 players in line for the Bevo Francis Award for the best small college player in the country. And why wouldn't he be? 5th in the GLVC in scoring, 6th in free throw percentage, 7th in rebounding and field goal percentage, and he's 13th in assists as well, averaging about 4 assists per game, just under 4 as a matter of fact. Bellarmine 22-3. Coached by Scott Davenport, now in his 12th season, 277-92 is his record. Harry Statham is in his 51st season as the coach at McKendree. And Mark Buggy has won 1,110 games and lost only 494. He has seen more basketball than probably most people in this gym here tonight put together.
He's a great guy, too. Talk to him every time we go on the road. Play in their place. Real nice gentleman.
Eberhard will jump against Winkleman, and Adam gets the tip, and it's Bellarmine's ball. The Knights go from left to right, dressed in the white, trimmed with burgundy. McKendree in the purple, trimmed with white. Jenkins at the free throw line, top right to Al Davis. Hands it back to Tyler on the right wing. Out front, Eberhard. Left side to Troutman. His pass is deflected, and it comes out near the top of the circle. The Knights rescue it. 6 seconds to shoot. Here's Davis on a drive. Right by Yates to the basket. He lays it in.
Could have done that the first 5 seconds, but waited till the last 5. They were in man-to-man. They usually play a lot of zone, but they were man-to-man that time, McKendree.
Bellarmine is man-to-man. Kyle Yates gets it to Franklin at the left elbow. Out front to Winkleman. Top left to Franklin. At the high right to Michael. Now out front he goes there with it, and a pass is deflected away, and it's a steal, and up with it is Davis, down the floor to Eberhard. His pass behind Troutman, but Rusty rescued it. Gets it to Eberhard, left side, bounce pass low to Jenkins, and his pass is deflected and came back to Tyler, but he was on the baseline, so the Knights turn it over. Third branch, Mike Ashurst and Shane Staggs are the officials here this evening.
It's already 3 pretty sloppy passes by Bellarmine. Got away with all 3 of them.
Jackson on the left wing to Franklin inside the left hash. Top right it goes to Yates. Into the right corner it goes to Michael. Nate's 3 is off the mark, not with the rebound for Bellarmine. Gives it to Davis. Al runs it over the time stripe to the free throw line. Stops right side of the lane, needs some help. Pitches it back to Eberhard right side. Now they swing it around to the perimeter with Jenkins in the left corner. Out to Troutman. Right side to Eberhard. Adams three-pointer. Perfect.
Assist to Troutman. It's racking up those assists.
Rusty averages 3.4 assists on the year. Michael right wing. Out front Franklin to the left elbow. Now to Winkleman out top. Top right they get it there. And now here's Michael. Into the right corner it goes. And a 3 by Jackson is good. Michael Jackson hits his 42nd 3 of the season, and Bellarmine's lead sliced to 2 at 5-3. Troutman, left side, drives it, pulls up on the baseline, 10-footer, off the mark. Franklin boards for McKendree. And here come the Bearcats going right to left. Franklin around Winkleman's screen, right sideline to Jackson. Michael drives into the paint to the rack.
Wow.
He put it in.
All the way down the lane. Nobody picked him up.
So Michael Jackson has all 5 McKendree points. We've played 2.5 minutes. Eberhard at the top of the circle for Bellarmine. Top right to Knott. Knott to Troutman, left of the circle. Rusty left of the lane. Can't get inside. Out to Eberhard. Adam put it on the deck, and he's going to be fouled on the drive by Michael Jackson, and that'll be his first foul. Bellarmine leads the all-time series against McKendree 7-0. They've never lost to the Bearcats. Won earlier this year at McKendree. Here's Davis across the top. Left side Troutman, left corner to Knott. George puts it on the deck. Bounce pass underneath to Jenkins. Goes up and he's fouled from behind by Michael. Tyler pump fake that time. Couldn't get the shot up, but he does draw the foul.
George gave up his shot. Took one step closer and beautiful bounce pass to Tyler.
Jenkins is a 70.6% foul shooter. The game is tied at 5. And Jenkins hits the first free throw. Here comes Justin Blanks, a junior from Barberton, Ohio, averaging 16 a game, coming off a 32.12 rebound effort at William Jewell on Monday. And he's been hot of late, averaging 26.7 points per game over his last 3. Jenkins hit the second free throw, makes it 7-5 Bellarmine. Blanks, interestingly enough, did not score against Bellarmine in 11 minutes in the first meeting in early December. He's got it now at the left hash, across the top to the right of the circle. Right corner to Michael. Nate on the wing to the right of the key to Franklin at the left elbow. Left side to Blanks. Justin needs help. Fires it out front to Michael. Around the perimeter they work it. Here's a shot by Jackson is short. And the loose ball is regained by Jenkins of Bellarmine. Left sideline to Knott. One bounce dribble out front to Troutman. Bellarmine up 7-5. Davis left wing to Eberhard. Troutman up top with it now, working against Franklin. To Eberhard left side, he goes baseline. He's cut off there by Winkleman. A pass to a driving Troutman, and he put it in.
I mean, as soon as Rusty threw that ball at him, he knew exactly what he was going to get. He got it right back as he cut down the lane for the layup.
9-5, Bellarmine by 4. Nate Michael at the top, right side to Winkleman. They throw it away. Michael's pass a little too much on it and wide of Winkleman. And the Bearcats turn it over. Here, Kyle Yates is back into the game, replacing Nate Michael for McKendree. That pass may have gotten him a seat on the bench. 16-14 to play. We're in the first half, just underway here at Knights Hall. Bellarmine up 9-5. Troutman out front to Knott. Knott to Eberhard off the circle, left side, above the three-point line. Adam hands it back to Davis. Right wing, they go to Knott. Now to Jenkins, fakes the 3, puts it on the floor, and he's fouled by Yates. That'll get us to a timeout. 15:58 to play here in the first half. Adam Eberhard has 3. Al Davis 2, Rusty Trotman 2, and Tyler Jenkins 2. That adds up to 9 for Bellarmine. They're up 9-5. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Like Bellarmine basketball.
Back to Doug Orme and Mark Bug.
Passport Health Plans is proud to sponsor the Bellarmine Student Athletes Community Service Program Nights in Action. Both Passport Health Plans and Bellarmine are dedicated to helping Kentuckians live healthier lives. For more information, go to passporthealthplan.com. It'll be Bellarmine's ball, full shot clock. Trotman from the baseline got it into Davis in the left corner, and now to Jenkins left side. Tyler spins back to Davis on the baseline. Bounce pass in the lane to Knott. George up with the left hand, and he lays it in.
Great, good shot there by George. I mean, that's a tough shot.
All 5 starters have scored for Bellarmine here. 15:40 to play in the first half.
4 assists on Bellarmine's 5 baskets.
Blanks across the top, guarded by Jenkins. Pass into the right corner to Jackson. They double him there. Out to Winkleman, right wing. Winkleman pitches it back out front to Franklin. Left side to Blanks. 8 seconds to shoot. Blanks across the top. Fires from the right of the circle. It is off the mark. And a foul is going to go against Winkleman of McKendree.
Great job blocking out there by Tyler Jenkins.
Alex Cook and Jarrett Coles check in for Bellarmine. Jenkins and Knott sit down for the Knights. Bellarmine with 3 rebounds to McKendree's 1 here in the early going.
Only person to play 27 minutes against them in December was Al Davis. So it's going to be a lot of subbing tonight.
Coles between the circles, left side to Davis, now to Troutman up top. Right wing to Eberhard, down the lane, there's a cutting Troutman, and he'll lay it in again. That's his 4th point.
Just a layup drill right now, Bellarmine in the half-court offense.
13-5, Bellarmine by 8. Yates inside the left hash mark, dribbles to the top of the key. Deep right sideline to Blanks against Coles, and he throws a pass behind Winkleman and says, come on, man. The ball went right into the Bellarmine bench. Nate Michael is in for McKendree, replacing Michael Jackson.
Winkleman didn't like that pass, did he?
No, he was not shy about voicing his displeasure. Every now and then you can do that. Here is Davis on the left side. Now to Eberhard out front. Right side of the circle to Coles. Out front Troutman. Rusty's 3. Off the mark. Cook tips it. Michael runs it down. Tried to throw it in off Davis. Al rescued it. Got it out to Coles. Right wing Troutman. Rusty fakes the 3. Pulls up right of the lane. Missed that one. Cook trying to slap the rebound that time, but Yates came down with it for McKendree. Kyle to the offensive end. Out front Winkleman. Now to Franklin. Left side to Blanks. His 3. Way off the mark. Rebound collected by Eberhard. Adam coast to coast. His pass deflected, but comes to Davis on the right sideline. Davis drives into the lane. Into the left corner, Eberhard. Adams 3. Ring it up.
Another assist. Al Davis into the paint that time. Pitched it out to Adam Eberhard.
Coach Harry Statham, Mark, has been around a long time, 51 years. And he's been mad at the game every now and then for over 51 years. And he's mad right now at calling a 30-second timeout with 13:55 to play here in the first half. And Bellarmine streaking out to a 15-5 lead. And we'll make another substitution as Brent Bach will check in for the Knights. In case you did miss it, the regional rankings came out yesterday, and here's how they are, 1 through 10. Bellarmine, USI, Forest State, Kentucky Wesleyan, Findlay, Parkside, Quincy, Truman State, Wayne State, and Lake Superior State. So the GLVC flag marked flying high with 5 teams amongst the 10.
Yeah, some things never change. It's just year in, year out, best conference in America, and I probably going to say the same thing about it this year.
McKendree's ball as the 30-second timeout ends. Franklin at the top, right wing to Winkleman, a 15-footer, back of the rim, no. Rebound slapped outside, saved by McKendree. Michael got it there to a driving Franklin. His running one-hander in the lane is good. David Franklin, again, sat out the first semester, but has come back with a vengeance. 15-7, Bellarmine by 8. Coles drives into the lane for the Knights. In the left corner to Ben Ryer, who's in. Here's his three-pointer. Down the road goes.
Just wide open in the corner. Bellarmine getting anything they want right now in this half-court offense.
18-7, Knights by 11. Michael on the right wing. Dribbles to the right of the circle. Right wing to Winkleman. His three-pointer, not there. And a rebound collected by Coles of Bellarmine. Jarrett motors to the offensive end. Left corner to Bach. His three. In and out that time. Rebound on the deck. Yates and Davis after it. Bach came up with it. Bounce pass to Cook down the lane. Alex put it in. And he draws the foul.
What hustle. That gave us that time to keep that alive. And then Brett Bach just to pick up the pieces. And great hustle by both those guys. And a good shot there by Alex Cook.
The foul was against Franklin, his first and the 5th on the team, and Alex Cook, the freshman out of Mayo, averaging nearly 7 a game, is at the free throw line, where he hits a very fine 87.5%, trying to complete a three-point play for Bellarmine. He got it.
Great job there by Alex not to charge. 3 months ago, he runs right over that guy and charges.
21-7, Bellarmine by 14. Knights still man-to-man. Yates pass down the right sideline to Michael. Nate needs some help, guarded by Jenkins. Picks up the dribble, out high right sideline to Jackson. Around the perimeter to Yates on the left wing against Coles. Cross-court pass, Jackson right side. They get it down low to Nolan Garling, who is checked in. A three-pointer missed from the right of the circle by Michael Jackson. Bellarmine with the rebound. Here's Wire above the three-point arc, left side, out front to Cook. Now to Bach, to a cutting Coles. To the right of the lane, out to Wire, his three from the right side. Ben Wire leads the conference in three-point field goal percentage. He's finally gotten enough attempts and makes to get to the top of the heap. Here's a drive and a layup missed by Jackson, and Bellarmine runs the other way up by 17. Jenkins, right wing. Wire at the top. At the high left, they go to Coles. Coles to Wire. Here's another three from the left side. That's three. Wire, the former Midland Central Catholic star, has now hit 25 of 39 in Great Lakes Valley Conference play from the three-point line. Bellarmine up 27-7.
Ben only played 10 minutes against McKendree in December. He was nursing all those injuries. But he has really come on.
Jackson's three is good from the right side of the circle. For McKendree, he now has 8 points, and it's 27-10 Bellarmine. Coles at the top left. Gives it to Jenkins above the arc, right of the circle. Now to Wire off the circle right. To Coles on the right wing. Now down low they go to Cook on the baseline. Out to Coles. They swing it to Jenkins. Tyler's three ball off the mark, and Cook is going to be called for an over-the-back foul as Jackson had him boxed out that time. That'll get us to a timeout. 10:55 left in the first half. The Knights going three-point crazy. They've hit 5 already, 3 by the freshman Ben Ryer, and they lead it 27-10 over McKendree. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Trayton Oak Towers Retirement Living offers all the essential ingredients for a truly
basketball.
Back here at Knights Hall, this is Doug Orme with Mark Buck. And Mark, I'll let you explain what the fans just enjoyed on the video board here.
Yeah, they had a video from Braden Hobbs. He's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame on Friday, and he had I don't even know what country he's in nowadays. Germany, maybe he's back in Germany. I'm not sure, but he was had a video on the big board up there, and everybody's heads was looking right at Braden as he talked about that and talked about this team tonight.
Nate Michael with it for McKendree. On the left side now they get it to Franklin. Back to Michael. His three from the left wing. It's there. Nate Michael hits his 38th three of the season. McKendree has hit 3 threes. 27-13. Bellarmine leads it midway through the half. Jenkins on the angle right. Tyler put it on the deck. Gets into the paint. Pitches it to Eberhard left elbow. Adam retreats now on the dribble. Throws it out front to Coles. The Knights look to reset. Coles left elbow out front. Eberhard, his three straight on look is no good. Adam fell down.
Hurt that ankle.
And he gets up and heads back down the floor. None the worse for wear, apparently. Michael in the left corner. Another three. Down the well it goes. All of a sudden, Nate Michael heating it up from the three-point line. 27-16. Bellarmine with the lead by 11. Bach on the angle right. Out front to Coles. Jarrett off to the left side, gives it to Jenkins, out front Eberhard, he fakes and drives, and he's called for a steps.
Not sure if that had anything to do with his ankle or not. He's not coming out. I thought Ramser was coming in for him, but Daniel's coming in for Coles.
Ramser,
we've got 6 guys in there.
Well, it'd be a lot easier to win that way.
There you go.
Ramser and Troutman are back in.
Daniel getting yelled at.
McKendree says we have enough problems 5-on-5. Bellarmine doesn't need any extra help. Here's Blanks, a deep three from the right of the circle, no good. And Troutman rebounds for Bellarmine. Davis falls down, gets up, takes the pass from Ramser on the angle right. Now to Troutman left side. Rusty drives it. Out to Davis, up top Eberhard, right wing to Ramser. Daniel drives into the right corner to Knott. He fakes, gets it to the right of the lane. Out front Ramser for a three-pointer. It's good.
I told somebody in the stands watching women play that Daniel Ramser will pick right up where Rusty leaves. When Rusty leaves this year, Daniel will be right there shooting those shots next year. He can really shoot the ball.
Ramser is just a sophomore. Here's a shot put up and missed inside by new player in for McKendree, Joel Atabo. And he is fouled by Adam Eberhard. Only the second team foul on Bellarmine. Atabo had 6 rebounds but didn't score in the first meeting against the Knights. He's a 6'9 junior out of Liberty, North Carolina, and he'll have a pair here for McKendree.
Bellarmine shooting 64.7%. 5 out of 9 from the three.
That's bad news there for Atabo. Shot an air ball, hit the net. That was all. Well, Bellarmine.
It's all the little orchestra guys needed to see was an air ball coming their way.
Yeah, he's shooting into the section where the pep band is doing their gyrations. The next one spins out of there, and the rebound collected by Eberhard. I was about to say Bellarmine over 50% from the field in 20 of their 25 games this season. Right side, this is Eberhard with it, out front to Davis. Around the perimeter on the left wing, Knott handles it. Now out to Ramser, top side to Eberhard. Back to Ramser, down low to Knott, left of the lane. George spins, fakes, goes up with the left hand, left it a bit short. Atabo collects the carom for the Bearcats. McKendree dressed in the purple, trimmed with white, trailing 30-16 with 8:25 to play in the half. Yates on the angle right, foul line extended. Out front to Jackson, out to Michael who has 2 threes. Left side it goes, and a three-pointer put up and in by the lefty David Franklin. Well, McKendree now has hit 5 threes themselves.
5 out of 12.
Bellarmine has hit 6. 30-19. The Knights with the lead and the ball. Davis, left elbow. Out high left to Ramser. Up top to Knott. Hands it to Troutman off the circle right. Now to Eberhard at the top of the key. Right side to Knott. Down low, posting up Troutman right of the lane. Pitches it back to Davis. Al drives into the paint. Had his shot blocked. And what do we have? A foul against Michael of McKendree. That'll be his second. and it will get us to a timeout. Both teams have the three ball working. Bellarmine has hit 6, 3 by freshman Ben Wire. McKendree has hit 5, 2 each by Nate Michael and Michael Jackson. 7:44 to play in the half. It's the Knights 30 and McKendree 19. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
When Bellarmine needs
They've only got us
travel
for 5
planning, they call
threes.
the experts at Knights Travel. Knights Travel assist you with
Bellarmine men's basketball with Doug Orme and Mark Bug.
Let us get some housekeeping cleaned up here. The official stat sheet has Adam Eberhard with only 1 3-point basket. We had given him 2, and he only has 1. So each team has made 5 threes. Adam has made 1 for Bellarmine. Ben Wires hit 3 for the Knights. And as we come back, Al Davis is at the free throw line, and he hits the first shot. 31-19, Bellarmine. The Knights' biggest lead was by 20 with 11:46 to play here in the half.
Al hadn't got into the three-point contest yet.
Just a matter of time.
Usually got one up by now.
He hit the second free throw. Al's made 32 threes on the year. 32-19. Bellarmine with the lead. Blanks inside the left hash, guarded by Ramser. Comes toward the left of the key. Out high right to Franklin. Right side they go to Jackson, guarded by Troutman. Now to Yates out front. Oh, there's a steal by Davis. Shovels it ahead to Troutman. Knights on the run. Left side Davis. Back to Wire. His 3. Left side in and out. And the crowd just groans. They almost are feeling that it's a sure thing when Ben lets it fly from out there. You can't much blame him here during his freshman season. Here's a pull-up by Jackson from the right baseline. No good. Blanks rebounds on the baseline right side, dribbles it out into the corner, gets it out to Franklin, now to Yates. Left side it goes to Atabo, and he's called for traveling.
Bellarmine 12-8 advantage on the board. They only out-rebounded McKendree by 3 at their place. Doing a much better job on the boards tonight.
Ramser is out, so is Troutman. Coles and Jenkins return for Bellarmine. Davis, Cook, and Wire are the other Knights. Here's Coles with it at the top. Right wing, they go to Jenkins on the angle right. Out front to Davis. Al works toward the left of the key. Now to Cook at the top of the circle. Here's a drive by Alex.
Wow.
Explodes to the basket and lays it in.
His first step is so quick and so long. Those legs are so long that just went right by his man.
5 points for Alex Cook. There's an underhand scoop by Blanks. It's missed. And Bellarmine with the rebound. Davis has it. 1-on-2. That doesn't bother him. He goes right to the basket and scores with it and is fouled.
Al, so fast. Just outran 3 guys that time and made a tough shot at the other end.
Winkleman draws the foul for McKendree. His second.
That's 14 points in the paint already for Bellarmine. They outscored McKendree 48-14 the first game in November in the paint.
Davis on the line trying to complete a 3-point play, and he does. Al Davis has 7 points. Brent Bach is in replacing Davis. Al's been a pest. He's come up with a couple of steals, some assists.
Yeah, he's off to a good start.
Playing well. 6:20 to go in the half. Bellarmine up 37-19. Brian Cook is in the lineup for McKendree, and a pass down low goes to Franklin on the right baseline, and he turns and puts it in for his 7th point. 37-21 Bellarmine. Bach to Cook at the top of the circle. Gives it to Wire, right side of the key. Ben puts down a one-bounce dribble to Jenkins on the angle right. Tyler drives it through the lane, picks up the dribble, out front to Coles. Jarek fakes, goes around Yates, and Kyle Yates is going to be called for the foul, and that'll be his second. That's 8 on McKendree, Mark, and Bellarmine's only committed 2.
But it's much harder to guard Bellarmine with all this motion going on than it is to guard McKendree as they jack up threes.
Coles' free throw is good, so he'll get one more. Jarrett 80% on the year. Nate Michael in, replacing Kyle Yates for McKendree.
Get this over with early. Bellarmine 7 out of 7 from the line, so hate to jinx Jarrett Coles, but
we've got confidence he'll make it.
He did.
And he did. 39-21. Bellarmine second in the country in free throw percentage this week, coming in 80.2%. Michael Jackson out front, it goes to Cook at the top right. Now a pass deflected inside, stolen away. It's loose on the floor, rolls out near midcourt. McKendree, though, comes up with it. Michael has it. His three, right side of the circle, no good. Rebound front court. Wire has it for Bellarmine and gives it to Alex Cook in backcourt. Pitches it ahead to Bach. Now to Coles, right side. Jarek alone for a three. Back of the rim, not there. And Cook with the rebound for McKendree. Gives it to Franklin. Front court to Cook, right of the circle. Out front to Michael. Down the lane he goes. Good pass to Winkleman. Up over Wire. Got it in. And a foul against Bellarmine. It will be on Ben Wire. And that'll be his first. And Winkleman with his first 2 points after scoring a career-high 21 against Bellarmine in the first meeting. As I recall, he hit several threes in that game.
Winkleman was 5 out of 12 from the three back in November. December.
Winkleman hit the free throw to complete a three-point play. 31-24 Bellarmine. 5 minutes to play in the half. Jenkins in front of the McKendree bench, right side. They go to Cook. A bounce pass through the lane, and the Knights throw it away.
Yep, not a good pass by Alex.
Yeah, he was not. He kind of threw that from a 90-degree angle there. He was not at an angle where he could deliver a good pass.
Not sure who he was throwing it to either.
Winkleman down low to Franklin, up over Coles. Doesn't go, but Jarek is going to get called for a Bellarmine foul.
All right, McKendree's found a little hole in our defense. They've scored, should have scored there. That would have been the third straight layup on the inside there.
Jenkins and Coles come out. Davis is back in there. So is Troutman. Into the right corner to Michael. Down low they go to Franklin. Fade away in the lane is good. He can score. David Franklin has 9. Again, he averaged about 22 a game last year and led this league in scoring. 39-26. Bellarmine with the lead. Davis at the top of the circle. Right elbow, now to Wire. Left side to Bach. Brent's three-pointer off the mark. Rebound collected by Jackson. Now they get it to Franklin. Right corner to Winkleman. His high arcing three is good. Winkleman has 6 points now, and Bellarmine sees their lead cut down to 10, 39-29, and Coach Scott Davenport calls a timeout for the Knights, and it will serve as our media timeout here with 4:14 left. Bellarmine was up by 20 midway through the half. It's down to 10 now at 39-29. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
About sports. It's easy to find the sports content you care about, right? Wrong. We're not talking about the content overload you see every day. We're talking about the teams and athletes you truly care to follow. Your sons, daughters, friends, and neighbors. No matter their level of play, professional, college, high school, there's never been a way to find this sports coverage in one place. Until now. StatSub covers the teams and athletes that have all the fans but none of the coverage. Visit statsub.com for more info.
will receive a buy one, get one offer from Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's, where our one love is quality chicken fingers. 39-29, Bellarmine by 10. Here's Troutman on the angle left.
Still sitting on 10 assists. Had that 4 minutes ago. Hadn't picked up one since.
Wire at the top of the circle, left side to Troutman. Rusty looking in, instead pitches it out to Davis. Now to Cook, left side of the circle, back to Davis. Al to Wire at the top of the circle, a return to Davis, off the circle right. Al to the left elbow, stops and jumps, he buried it.
Al just had to go find a shot there, clock was running down. Found him a 10-footer in the lane.
41-29, Bellarmine by 12. Here's Michael at the top of the circle, and Wire down on the floor, nearly had the steal. They pile up, and the arrow will give it to McKendree. During that last timeout, Mark, we had another video tribute, this one from Keyston Jones.
We did. Keyston's in Saudi Arabia. And
he had a Kansas City Royals hat on, I noticed during that video.
I think I remember him wearing those Royal hats when he played here, but Keyston was good guy. Went to Ballard High School.
He was terrific there. I saw him play out there a lot. And he was terrific at Bellarmine. Here's a three by Michael. Down the low it goes for Nate Michael, his third three. He's got 9 points, 41-32. Bellarmine has to step it up here a little bit because the Bearcats are hitting the three, and now a whistle and a foul on George Knott, setting an illegal screen. Bellarmine's gotten a little bit, I don't want to say lethargic, but maybe a little careless here in the last couple of minutes.
Got that lead too early or too easy.
3 minutes to go in the half. Michael deep on the right sideline for McKendree. Dribbles toward the right corner, launches from there. He missed it. Eberhard cleans it up. Gets it to Tyler Jenkins, to Davis. Top of the circle, left side to Troutman. Rusty fakes to Jenkins in the lane. Back to Troutman. His three from the left side is good.
Good pass that time by Jenkins. Didn't force it, went into the lane, pitched it right back out. Rusty wide open.
Bellarmine hits another three. They've got 6 here in the first half. But McKendree matching them 3 for 3. In fact, they have 7.
7, yeah.
2:25 to play in the half. 44-32. A shot by Michael, blocked by Bellarmine. It's Eberhard to a cutting shot, and he lays it in.
Another assist. Adam Eberhard on Rusty on a layup.
And Coach Harry Statham again is irate, calling a timeout here as the lead, which was down to around 10, was 10, and now is back up to 14, Mark, at 46-32. Bellarmine just seems to say, okay, we need to step on the throttle here, and they're able to do that.
Just, got a steal and got a transition layup there, and a great play by Tyler Jenkins before that, driving into the lane and pitching it back out to a wide open Rusty Troutman.
McKendree, we mentioned their three-point shooting a moment ago. They're only 33.9% from the field. That's 15th in the conference, or next to last, but tonight they're knocking them down.
Yeah, 7 out of 15 right now from McKendree from the three. Shooting 46% from the field. That's way too high for a Bellarmine team.
Bellarmine doesn't want to sit there and say, well, they're about ready to miss, because those are the nights when all of a sudden somebody just puts up 16, 17 threes on you, and you're in trouble. Here's Franklin, left side to Cook. Bryan drives it, and a charge that time on Cook.
Al Davis right there to take it.
Who's pleading his case.
Yeah, not a lot of contact there. That probably could have went without a call.
Cook, a senior out of Mount Vernon, picks up his Indiana, picks up his first foul, and he'll leave the game. And coming back in for McKendree is Rob Hudson for the first time, a junior from Schaumburg, Illinois. Here's Davis, right side to Troutman above the three-point line. They look in at Eberhard, instead out to Jenkins. Tyler down the left of the lane to Davis in the left corner, fakes the three, moves to the foul line, right corner to Jenkins, his three, rims out, Eberhard fights for it, Troutman tips it, and finally McKendree comes down with it. It's in the hands of Jackson. He nearly lost it. He did lose it. Troutman with the steal. Wow. Up ahead to Jenkins. Now to Troutman, who runs to the three-point line. Down low to Davis. Out to Troutman. Fakes the three. Drives inside. Left corner to Jenkins. His three is short, and Winkleman with the rebound.
Whew. A lot of action there. A lot of speed. Bellarmine's so fast.
A lot of ball movement, but they just couldn't get the shot to fall.
Tyler King hit a 3 tonight.
Winkleman to Franklin at the top of the circle. David to the left side now. Fakes a pass, now goes cross court to Michael Jackson. His three-pointer, not there. Nice rebound underneath there by Hudson. A whistle and a foul called. I think it's on Hudson. It is.
Hudson on a push-off there.
That's the 10th on the team, and that means 2 free throws for Bellarmine. 1:01 to play in the half, and the Knights up by 14. And Eberhard will be on the line for 2, who saw his double-figure string of 24 straight games end at UMSL when he scored just 7. He hit the first free throw, and he now has 6 points tonight. Be hard to keep him under 10 points this evening. Free throw is good. He's got 7, 48-32. Bellarmine by 16. 20 was their biggest lead midway through the half. Franklin at the top of the circle. Fakes. Top left to Winkleman. Left corner to Hudson. Now out to Blanks, who's back in there. His pass to Winkleman, left side. Now to Jackson on the left baseline. His runner is way short. Troutman comes down with it and heads up the floor for Bellarmine. Troutman to the right side of the lane. Stops and now pitches it to Davis. Into the left corner to Jenkins. Tyler on a drive. Right corner to Eberhard. Fakes the 3. Drives into the lane. Out front to Jenkins. Tyler at the free throw line. Now to Davis out front. 12 seconds to shoot. Right corner to Troutman. His 3. Perfect.
Rusty wide open again. How are he getting so open? He's had some wide open threes tonight.
He's made 2 of them, and he's got 12 points. 51-32. Bellarmine by 19. Hudson left side, a bad pass. Davis after it, dives. Eberhard dives after it, slides out of bounds, and it'll come back to, that's the half. The half is over, and Bellarmine on mass as a team races down the floor to pick up Eberhard and Davis. Great hustle there by the Knights at the end of the half. Felton Spencer drops by to chat here with us. Terrific first half for you guys, Felton. Kind of talk a little bit about where the ball moves so well here in this first half.
We've done a good job of swinging the ball and hitting the open man. One of the things we emphasized before the game tonight was we didn't want to get a good shot. We wanted to get the best shot possible, and I think we've done a good job of that tonight.
Yeah. How do you feel that the defense is playing the first half?
We've done a good job on defense. Al Davis has really been a huge factor for us. He's been on the floor getting loose balls. I mean, he's been really up in his man. And that's one of the things we emphasize. We know McKendree likes to shoot a lot of threes, and we want to make sure we force them off the three-point line. We had a couple lapses where we let a couple of their guys open and get some good looks at the bucket. But I think overall we did a really good job defensively.
Pretty good job on the boards, too. They only beat them by 3 in December on the boards. We're up 5 on the boards now, so.
Well, that's one of our emphasis. We want to take away we've kind of had a stigma that we don't rebound, and we want to take that knock on our team away, and we want to get on the boards and try to out-rebound them. And our guys have done a really good job of boxing out and going after the loose balls.
All right, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Always a pleasure, guys.
Felton Spencer with some comments. One of the Knights assistant coaches. We're at the half. Doug Hormay and Mark Bug here at Knights Hall. Bellarmine leads it by 19, 51-32. We'll return in just a moment. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Like Bellarmine basketball,
Insurance. Better coverage, better rates, free pizza. Highland Insurance.
Back here at Knights Hall, this is Doug Orme with a look at the first half facts and figures. Before we get to a halftime guest, we'll give you some of the numbers here. Bellarmine leading at 51-32. The Knights have hit 17 of 29 for 59%. They've held McKendree to 43% shooting. The Bearcats are 12 of 28. From the three-point line, Bellarmine 7 of 16 for 44%. And McKendree 7 of 16 for 44. From the foul line, Bellarmine is 10 of 10. McKendree just 1 of 3, 33%. The Knights have the rebounding edge 17-12. They have 13 assists and 4 turnovers. No block shots and 3 steals. McKendree 9 assists, 7 turnovers, no blocks and no steals. Individually, Rusty Troutman leads Bellarmine with 12 points on 5 of 8 shooting, including a couple of threes. Then we drop down to Al Davis with 9 points and Ben Wire with 9. Wire coming on 3 of 4 from the three-point line. Davis is 3 of 3 from the field and 3 of 3 from the foul line. He also has 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. 7 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists for Adam Everhard in the first half. Alex Cook has 5 points and a couple of rebounds. Daniel Ramser hit a 3-point bucket for the Knights. Jarrett Coles has 2 free throws for 2. George Knott a field goal for 2. And Brent Bach played and did not score. For McKendree, 9 points for David Franklin. He did not miss a shot. 4 of 4, including 1 of 1 from behind the line. 9 points also for Nate Michael, who hit 3 of 5 from the three-point line. Michael with 9 points, and he also has 4 assists. Franklin also has 4 assists, by the way, for McKendree. 8 points for Michael Jackson, 6 for Darren Winkleman, and they are the only Bearcats who have scored. Kyle Yates, Rob Hudson, Justin Blanks, Brian Cook, Nolan Gorling, and Joel Otavo have all played and failed to score. The leading rebounder for McKendree is Jackson with 3. So those are the halftime numbers. When we come back, we will have a halftime guest. We'll tell you about that in just a moment. This is Bellarmine Basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
With Thornton's all-new mobile app, you can get great rewards. Mobile app. Download.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is in
years. Louisville's number 1 Dodge Ram dealer, Commonwealth Dodge, located on Preston Highway, is open Monday invoice pricing on all Dodge models. That's right, invoice pricing. So when it comes to cars, remember Commonwealth Dodge Ram. When it comes to basketball, it's the Bellarmine Knights. Go Knights.
He's been working with Alex Cook for a couple years.
Factory and wallpaper.
He runs a little training camp.
And operated since 1979. Carrying a complete line of products with thousands of rolls of wallpaper and border in stock. Blinds Direct offers free in-home consultations for window treatments and an in-home installation team eager to serve you. For all your blinds and wallpaper needs, call 266-0079 or visit the website at blindsdirect.com.
If we get the whole NCAA here, you'll be back, I assume. Absolutely. Yeah.
Here we go.
Welcome back to the Highland Insurance Halftime Show. Better coverage, better rates, free pizza. Highland Insurance.
We're at halftime here at Knights Hall with Bellarmine on top of McKendree, 51-32. This is Doug Orme with Mark Bugg, and we're joined by the former Kentucky Wildcat, Doss Dragon, NBA standout. Derek Anderson joins us here at halftime, and thanks for coming by. We appreciate it. Tell us a little bit about Derek Anderson, what you're doing, and how you're enjoying this first half and watching the Knights play.
Well, I love watching the game. The game has always been fun for me, just to see it, the student of the game, which I consider myself. So just love to see this type of basketball and these guys playing with passion. Right now I do individual training with a lot of players at all ages, some pros, some high school kids, and I do motivational speaking and travel the world and see if I can help people out.
And one player you've worked with that would be of interest to the Knight fans is?
Alex Cook.
Alex Cook. You've taught him everything he knows.
Nah, his dad did that. I played against his dad. His dad was on my team when I was a dog, Sam Cook, and he used to foul me all the time, so it's about the only thing I could try to help his son to avoid fouls.
That's great. How do people get involved getting a chance to work with you?
Well, what I was doing was trying to be selective with kids who I saw that really loved the game. They went out showboating, and he was one of the kids that I handpicked. But now I'm out. You go to my website, it's staminabasketball.com, and I just basically anybody who wants to get better and not just play the game, but I teach it mentally from a standpoint where you ball fake, your right pivot, doing everything off balance and understanding the game, because the game hasn't changed. The players haven't studied enough. And I think that's what our generation is missing. They don't study the game. They watch YouTube and think that's how you do it. Well, I get them in the gym and I teach them mentally how to play, and then they can become better players.
Well, I kind of refer to it as the ESPN. They always show the dunks or a guy making a three, and they don't show the box outs or anything like that, do they?
None of that. Yeah, I told Alex, don't lay on the guy's back, swim stroke, get in front on the offensive end. The ball will come to you and get it.
Where do you conduct all the training sessions?
Well, I just got a gym open. I'll be opening up February 28th. I usually use my old high school at Dawes, but now I got my own gymnasium. It's on 7610 River Road.
Okay.
And that's if you go to my site, you'll find it, and you can register. And I train 8 in the morning till 9 o'clock at night, and we do it mentally.
So that's, again, staminabasketball.com. When you sit in the stands here and watch college basketball, or if you're watching TV, you're at the Kentucky games or the Louisville games you're watching, do you look at guys and say, man, he could be just so much better if he would just come to my game here?
Yeah, I do that a lot, but a lot of it's a lot of teaching that a lot of coaches in this generation that they don't teach anymore. They let them play one-on-one, they just let them run around, and then you expect them to figure out, where you get some coaches like Davenport is actually teaching them how to play. If you see that, that's a mental part of the game, not athletically, it's mental, and I think that's what we're missing. So these kids in this generation, the AAUs, they're not being taught. And I think this is what I bring back as the teaching part of the fundamentals, and then everything, hard work and athleticism, that is a bonus. This basketball shouldn't be changed. I remember watching Hoosiers growing up. This is what they did. It was fundamentally sound. Nobody was windmill dunking. They were playing fundamental basketball, and that's what we need to have back.
What did you like best about that first half that Bellarmine does?
The way they passed the ball. It was beautiful to see. I didn't see a lot of one-on-ones and a lot of dribbling the air out of the ball. They passed, they moved it, everyone got involved. I didn't come to watch 3 people. I came to watch a team, and I love watching this game right now. It's great.
Has it really been 20 years since you were playing college basketball in this state? Wow.
Yeah.
Time goes by, doesn't it?
I still play against some of the young guys, and I love it.
That was you guys had a great team back there in the
mid-90s.
A
lot of talent, but we worked hard.
What's Alex got to work on to be as good as he can be 3 years from now?
Well, I think the ceiling is his goal.
It's way up there.
It's way up there. Like from what we've worked with in a couple of years, so his right pivot foot and right to his left, and how he develops a ball fake now. Like we taught him the ball fake. Larry Bird did a ball fake to me one time, and he hit me with the ball, made me foul him, and I was like, yo, that's crazy. So I've been trying to teach him how to manipulate the ball and play mentally and let his talent take over after his mindset wins. So his top of his game is unbelievable.
So will you continue to work with him for the next 3 years?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We're going to work on pro moves. We're going to I want him to play at the top of his level, and whatever God has for him is what he has for him. But when he works, he's going to have to do it himself.
All right, one more question. Biggest difference between D2 basketball, D1 basketball?
I think just the opportunity. I think you look at some of the kids is height-wise and size, but talent level and mental level, they're equal. I'm looking at some of these guys like, wow, he should be playing at a better school. I mean, at a higher school, but this is a program that's built on high-level players anyway, so they're fine right now. I just think the opportunity. There's so many, you don't have so many scholarships anywhere.
Right.
Because I think Alex could have been in a D1. I think some of these other kids watching them, they could be at a D1, and some of the younger kids could. I mean, the guy got in as a freshman, hit 3 out of 4 threes.
Yeah.
I mean, he could probably go play for D1 right now. Can't play.
Ben Ryer, he's referring to. Derek, we appreciate you coming by. Again, the website is staminabasketball.com. He can teach you a whole lot. You'll have some fun, too. Thanks for coming by.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Doug.
Right.
Thanks, Derek.
Let's we will come back here in just a moment and have some more here at halftime. This is Bellarmine Basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
about sports. It's easy to find the sports content you care about, right? Wrong. We're not talking about the content overload you see every day. We're talking about the teams and athletes you truly care to follow. Your sons, daughters, friends, and neighbors, no matter their level of play, professional, college, high school, there's never been a way to find this sports coverage in one place, until now. StatSub covers the teams and athletes that have all the fans but none of the coverage. Visit statsub.com for more info.
Back to Doug Orme and Mark Bugg.
Bellarmine won the bench point statistics, pitching a shutout in the first half. They had 19 points from their bench to none for McKendree. One of the stats that went in the Knights' favor. They lead it by 19 at the half, 51-32. We'll have the second half tip in a moment. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Ballymalone's in St. Matthews is open daily, serving lunch until 3.
And now, back to courtside for second half action of Bellarmine Knights men's basketball with Doug Orme and Mark Bugg.
And it's Bellarmine in possession as we start the second half. The starting five back in there for the Knights. Eberhard, right side of the lane, working on Winkleman into the paint, and Adam up with the left hand, drops it in.
Yeah, nice move there by Adam. Hadn't seen that left-handed baby hook in a while, but that was a pretty move that time.
53-32 Bellarmine. This is their biggest lead, 21. Franklin out front to Winkleman. He pumps up a three, swish.
Wow, didn't take him long.
Winkleman hits his second three. That's the eighth for McKendree. 9 points for Winkleman. 53-35 Bellarmine. Droutman to Eberhard off the circle right. Leaves it for Knott out front. Now to Jenkins right of the key. Right side to Davis. Now out to Jenkins, left of the circle to Eberhard, down low in the post to Troutman, wheels from left to right, and goes up and is fouled in there by Michael Jackson, and that'll be his second and the team's first here in the second half, and Rusty Troutman with 12 points.
Let's see if Rusty had that little baby hook shot like Adam does, he could have gotten that one off, but he doesn't have that shot.
Free throw is good for Troutman. Well, he may have it, but maybe he's not confident enough to use it.
I've never seen it.
No, and you would have after in 4 years here.
Rusty hits the first free throw. Bellarmine perfect from the line.
Mark is really testing the Knights here. Rusty drops it in again, 55-35. We've played a minute of the second half. Bellarmine by 20. Jackson, a pass to Franklin in the right corner, out to Winkleman, fakes the three, left side to Yates, out front Franklin, right side to Michael. His three is good, that's his fourth.
Boy, Rusty ran at him, but Michael's put that left-hander right in there from the three-point line.
McKendree has hit 9 threes in this game, 55-38, yet they're down by 17.
9 out of 18, that's good shooting.
Eberhard on the angle right, out front to Davis. Davis drives right of the lane, out front Eberhard, fakes left, goes right, left side to Davis. Tyler's three-pointer, back of the rim no. Eberhard offensive rebound on the left baseline, pitches it on the bounce to Davis in the right corner. Allen missed a three. The rebound collected by Michael of McKendree. He hits the deck, might be shaken up. They go the other way. Underneath is Jackson. He lays it up, left it short. Jackson follows, no. But he is fouled. Michael is shaken up, but is up on his feet and in the offensive end now. Jenkins got the foul there for Bellarmine. His first and the team's first. Jackson will have a pair, and if he makes them both, he'll be in double figures.
As the big funny faces go up again.
Free throw good by Jackson. Yeah, they had that raccoon. The raccoon.
It's the same four, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Jordan.
The raccoon, apparently swiped the Bellarmine student's phone, or tried to, I guess, outside somewhere. Found it laying around. They got his picture. 55-39. Bellarmine with the lead. Here's Eberhard, a pass to Lown low and off the hands of Eberhard, or off the hands of Jenkins, rather. On the pass from Eberhard. 55-39, Bellarmine.
Tyler was open, but boy, that was a bullet pass there, Adam threw.
David Franklin comes front court for McKendree. Top right to Winkleman, right side to Yates. Out to Franklin at the top right. Over to Winkleman, left side. He goes baseline. Out to Michael, fakes the three. Now follows the three. That one he missed. Winkleman rebounds left of the lane, back up and in.
Offensive putback by McKendree. Hadn't had many of those tonight.
He's got 11 points, does Winkleman. 55-41 Bellarmine. Eberhard between the circles, out front to Knott. Gives to Davis, right of the circle. Now to Eberhard, foul line extended right. Now Troutman with it at the foul line. Right side to Jenkins. Tyler spin down the right of the lane. Nice spin move.
Yeah, that's Tyler's move right there. He's relied too much on that three-point shot tonight, but he is so good at getting to the hoop.
30-second timeout called for by Bellarmine. That'll be extended to a full timeout. Jenkins put his man in the spin cycle that time. Got the layup. 57-41 Bellarmine. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Business owners.
And advisors offering a full range of accounting, audit, tax planning, and consulting services for businesses of all sizes, nonprofits, and individuals. As sponsor of Best Coverage, MCM is proud to donate a blanket to Blanket Louisville to help the area's needy during the cold months.
Number 25,
That was a Bellarmine timeout. Coach Davenport not real happy with the defense. McKendree shot 19 threes, and I tell you, 15 of them have been pretty wide open. I mean, it's at least 15 of them. They've gotten some great looks.
They average making just over 8 per game, which is about mid-pack in the GLBC. Winkleman, right side to Yates in the corner. Top right to Franklin. Now high left to Blanks, who's checked in. Winkleman to cutting Jackson, out front to Blanks. Now to Franklin, fakes the three, 8 seconds to shoot. He drives, had it stripped, it's loose on the floor. Jenkins dives after it. Franklin got it away from him. 1 second on the shot clock, that's a violation.
Shot clock violation.
Blanks and Jenkins and Davis trying to tie up there. And Davis and Blanks discussing it there for a moment.
Yeah. Possession never changed. A lot of scrambling, but possession never really changed, so the clock kept running.
16.5 to go in the game. Bellarmine up 57-41. Here's Troutman on the angle right. Looking down low to Knott in the right corner. George trying to get it low to Eberhard. Instead out to Jenkins, top right. Davis at the top of the circle. Eberhard comes out to take it right of the key to Troutman. Drives the left of the lane and he puts it in.
Great move by Rusty that time. A little right-handed layup from the left side. Don't see that too often.
Rusty having a big game. 16 points. He averages about 14.5 in conference play. For the season, he averages 13 for the Knights. Winkleman in the left corner to Blanks. Blanks fakes left, comes out with it to Yates, right side of the circle. Out to Franklin, right of the key. Franklin, a step back three-pointer. Off the mark that time, tipped, and it goes out of bounds. And what do we have? It's a foul on Bellarmine. It's on Knott.
Winkleman had good rebounding position in there, and Knott kind of climbing the back trying to get to it.
That'll get us to a timeout with 15:47 to play in the game. Bellarmine and McKendree tonight at Knights Hall. And Bellarmine in control, 59-41. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
I love your wall color.
Oh, thank you. I got it at late.
With Doug Orme and Mark Bugg.
Mike Ashurst and Shane Staggs, two of the three officials here, are checking the monitor, and we understand they're looking to see if a three-pointer was actually a three, and it was very early in the half.
By who? By Bellarmine?
Yeah, I'm not sure on who or what, but the score is 59-41. That's what it was at the break here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so
nothing changed.
Nothing was corrected. Here's a pass underneath. Blanks is there, and he can't score, but draws the foul, and it's on Jenkins. Tyler picks up his second, and that's 3 on Bellarmine, and Coach Davenport not happy either with Tyler or the call or both.
He almost scored on an out-of-bounds play. He doesn't like that at all.
Blanks on the line. And he hits his first point of the evening, coming off a 32-point, 12-rebound game against William Jewell on Monday in a game that William Jewell won 87-81 over McKendree. The free throw is good by Blanks. 59-43 of Bellarmine. Davis to Jenkins on the left side, out front to Eberhard. High left to Knott, right of the circle to Troutman, right side to Davis. Now Eberhard right of the lane. Gives it to Troutman off the circle left. The Knights work it to the right side again with Knott. Bellarmine looking for their 15th conference win and 23rd of the season. Here's a drive by Jenkins. Out to Davis. His three from the right of the circle. No good. And the ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by McKendree, and that'll be a fresh 30-second clock for Bellarmine. It doesn't get easier for McKendree. On Saturday, they'll play over at USI, Southern Indiana. Here's a drive by Troutman, out high left to Jenkins. Tyler goes into the lane, lost it, picked it up, got it back to Eberhard. Adam dribbles across the top, a bounce feed to Troutman, to a cutting Eberhard, lays it in, and he is fouled. Eberhard now has 11, and he'll look for 12 at the line.
Rusty with that assist has now passed Marcus Flynn on the all-time assist board. Marcus played back about 12 years ago, 11 years ago.
Jarrett Coles and Derek Anderson's protege, Alex Cook, is into the game for Bellarmine. Free throw goes for Eberhard. Adam with a dozen points.
Another thing, you're talking about 23 wins. If Bellarmine does get their 23rd victory tonight, it'll be 9th year in a row that they've come up with 23 wins or more.
Franklin in the right corner, out to Winkleman. Now to Michael, left of the circle. They get it now to Blanks. He goes baseline left side and lost the ball out of bounds. You didn't see what happened there. It looked like he just kind of fumbled away. Yeah.
Tried to go baseline. It's pretty tough to go from one side of the floor to the other on that baseline. A lot of hands.
Here's Davis on the right sideline for Bellarmine. Fakes a cross-court pass out front to Cook. Hands it to Troutman. Now to Coles, right of the circle, right of the key to Cook. Out front, Eberhard, a pass down low to Davis. Gets it to Cook, right of the lane. Nice pass to Troutman. Rusty pitches it back out to Davis. Davis dribbles to the right corner to Cook. Out front, Eberhard. Adam with a drive. The underhand lefty scoop is good.
Wow. Just beat his man badly that time.
Eberhard with 7 points in this half, and he's got 14 for the game, 64-43 Bellarmine. This equals the Knights' biggest lead. Here's a pass low and fumbled away again by Michael Jackson. And out of bounds it goes, and Bellarmine gets it back. Here's Ben Wire in for Bellarmine, and Kyle Yates is back in for McKendree. Troutman gets a break for the Knights. Rusty scored 16 to lead Bellarmine in scoring. We're 6 minutes into the second half, and Bellarmine in control and with the ball. Cook at the top of the circle to Wire, left of the key. Wire puts down a one-bounce dribble, gives to Coles, right of the circle to Eberhard, left of the circle to Wire. Left wing it goes to Coles. Coles drives into the lane, fakes, doesn't shoot, out to Cook. Alex to the right of the circle, to the right of the lane. Left side to Eberhard, Adams three-pointer, perfect. Boy, he's got a run going now. The Knights need to look for him.
Alex Cook into the lane that time and a pass out.
10 points for Eberhard in this half, 67-43. The Knights extend the lead to 24. Winkleman drives the baseline left side. Now they get it out to Michael. His contested three from the right of the circle is no good. Eberhard rebounds, gives it to Cook in backcourt. Now pitches it ahead to Eberhard. Adam over the time stripe to the foul line. To a trailing Cook, right side to Davis. Davis drives into the lane. Left corner to Wire. Ben's three-pointer is long that time. Franklin rebounds, lost it. Winkleman recovers it on the baseline from McKendree. Ahead to Franklin, top right. Franklin, right corner to Michael. Out front to Winkleman. Now a pass deflected away. Up in it is Davis. He's 1-on-2. Out to the basket. Scores, and he is fouled. And Yates should have let him go.
Yep.
But he didn't.
He slapped him, hit him on the wrist. Well, Alex Cook almost got that steal, and well, the next pass Al did get it.
A whistle and a timeout being called for by McKendree, and Harry Statham is not happy at all. His club trailing by 26, 69-43. Adam Eberhard has scored 10 points here in this half for the Knights. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here and remind you that if you need to quickly run out and grab something for in the morning, breakfast-wise or a household item, Thornton's is the place to do that. The people's favorite place to stop when they're on the go. 69-43 Bellarmine. Other games tonight. Mark, our favorite game, USI against UIS tonight. Lewis is an Indy. Both of those teams are 11-4. Parkside's 11-4. They're playing at St. Joseph's. The Western Division leaders, Quincy, they're 11-4. They host Rockhurst. Second place, Truman State's 10-5. They're at home against William Jewell. Otherwise, it's Drury at Maryville and Missouri S&T at UMSL. Davis on the line for Bellarmine, trying to complete a three-point play. Al Davis leads Bellarmine in steals this year with 46 coming into tonight. He hit the free throw. Here's Brent Bach in, replacing Davis, who leaves with 12. Troutman has 16. Eberhard has 17.
McKendree had this thing down to 10 with 4 minutes to go in the first half, but it's Bellarmine's kind of exploded on him since then.
In about 12 minutes or so. Here's a drive and a miss by Cook. Alex Cook with the rebound to Bach. Brent drives down the right of the lane. He scores. Strong enough to finish as the Augusta rifle, and he draws a foul.
That's 3-on-1 break that time. I thought Adam probably should have held the ball in the middle more, but or longer. Gave it to Nick or Brent. Brent really didn't have anybody to throw it back to. He had to take it to the hoop.
Kyle Yates gets the foul, his fourth. And here is Bach on the line. Brent shooting for his third point.
The student body can smell that Raisin Canes.
The Knights are just 12 points away. 73 is what they have. They need to hit 85 for that. And they lead by 30 now, 73-43. Joel Atabo is back into the lineup for McKendree. Joel Blanks right side for the Bearcats. Or Justin Blanks, rather. He's got it now left side of the circle. Gives it up there on the left wing to Franklin. Back to Blanks. Shoots a contested three, way short. Bach after the loose ball. Comes down with it. Falls down. Cook is dribbling alive and finally handed it to Cook. Left side to Coles. Front court for the Knights. Right corner to Eberhard. Adam drives. Shovels it underneath the wire. And there's a layup for Ben Wire. He's got 11.
Nice pass. Adam Eberhard that time. Ben very patient. Faked one man and then reversed it.
Mr. Inside and Mr. Outside again. Wire outside has 3 threes. Now that was his first 2-pointer. Franklin a 3 from the right of the circle for McKendree. Swished it through.
Been a little dry spell for the McKendree since they'd hit a 3.
75-46 Bellarmine. Wire between the circles. Gives it to Cook on the angle right. A pass down low to Eberhard. And he was fouled as he was trying to get free down there. It's on Atabo. That'll be his first foul. Michael Jackson coming back in for McKendree. Daniel Ramsey will check back for Bellarmine. But first, we've got a timeout. Adam Eberhard leading the second half surge for Bellarmine. The Knights leading 75-46. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Hello, Bellarmine family. This is
back to Doug Orme and Mark Bug.
And Bellarmine leading 75-46 here midway through the second half at Knights Hall. Good crowd on hand to see Bellarmine. Here's Ramsey with the inbounds pass. Got it low to Bach. Brent kicks it out to Coles at the top left. Jarek directing traffic with the left hand, dribbling out near midcourt with the right. Now to Cook between the circles to Bach on the left hash. Now to Wire up top, gives to Ramser. Right side to Cook. Alex to the free throw line, gives to Bach. Brent's foul line jumper, beauty.
Good ball movement that time. Bach hits a 15-footer.
77-46. Bellarmine with the lead. 10:50 to go. Here's Michael at the top for McKendree. Top right to Blanks. Right side they go to Franklin. He drives in the lane, in traffic. Wire knocked it away. Cook came up with it, leads the break. Right corner to Bach. He drives it inside. Left side Ramser. Down low to Coles. Jarek tried to go up with it, and he is fouled by Atabo.
About that play. 3-on-2 break. Bach passes up a 3. Jarek Coles passes up, or Ramser passed up a 3. Got it inside to Jarek Coles, who got fouled.
Jarek has not hit a field goal tonight, but he does have a couple of free throws. And hit that one.
Yeah, Jarek's only taken one shot from outside.
He does have a couple of assists. Bellarmine has 16 assists tonight on their 26 field goals. Free throw by Coles on the rim, and it rolled in there.
Yeah, only 4 assists this half for Bellarmine.
79-46, Knights with the lead. Jackson on the left side being bodied up a little bit there by Ramser. Now they get it to Michael, dribbling to the left of the lane. Left side to Jackson, and Ramser too much body that time. Daniel commits his first foul, and that's 4 on Bellarmine. McKendree has committed 6. Bearcats ball, Michael to inbound. Gets it into Jackson on the left side to Winkleman, left of the circle. Out high now to Franklin. Franklin, a bit of a screen from Winkleman, out to Darren at the top of the circle. Right corner to Blanks. He drives the baseline underneath to Winkleman. Shot partially blocked, I think, by Cook. Loose on the floor. Ramser comes up with it, gives to Wire, pitches it ahead to Bach, front court here on the left side. Brent stutter steps, goes into the right corner to Coles, out to Ryer, open for a three-pointer, back of the rim, no good, and the rebound collected by Blanks. Even Ryer doesn't make a move.
He's missed 3 in a row now.
3 for 6 on the night. Blanks is 3 from the right of the circle, doesn't go. Franklin had the rebound, but got bumped, and the foul is against Cook of Bellarmine. His second and the team's 5th. So Franklin to inbound with Bellarmine up by 33. The inbounds to Michael in the right corner. Whips it out to Winkleman, right of the circle. Around the horn they go with it to Franklin, to Michael, right back to Franklin on the left side. To Michael, a deep three, off the mark, and the rebound. Wire, strong with 2 hands, grabs it for Bellarmine. Ahead to Coles, Jarrett to the top of the circle, to the line, leaves it for a trailing Cook. Missed the layup, rebound Wire underneath. Out high left, it comes to Bach, his 3, count it. The Augusta Rifle now has 8 points, and it's 82-46 Bellarmine with just over 9 minutes to play in the game. Blanks at the top of the circle. Right side it goes to Jackson. Down low to Franklin. Right corner to Michael. His 3 hit the side of the board. The rebound collected by Ramser. Ramser to a driving Cook. Alex stutter step, left the layup short. And the rebound to Franklin. We go the other way. Mark's here. He'll jump in a moment.
Yeah, he wanted to go right, but they shut him off.
There's Winkleman's a contested three-pointer. Good off the glass. Winkleman with 14, 82-49. Bellarmine with 8.5 to play. Sideline left to back. Now to Coles. Back comes out to take it. Right side he pitches it to Ramser. Ramser puts it on the deck. Out front to Coles. Coles out front Cook now with it. Alex alone for a 3. Back of the rim, no. The students grown. They need 3 for the 85. There's Blanks for McKendree. High right to Michael. Out front Winkleman. Leaves it for Franklin. And here's a foul against Bellarmine. That'll go against Ramser. His second foul.
Daniel reached. Just didn't move his feet. Just reached.
Jenkins not. And Skylar Hunter for the first time tonight comes in for Bellarmine. Again, the reminder that Raising Cane's is sponsoring the drive for 85. Once Bellarmine gets to 85, everybody here will receive a buy one, get one offer from Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's, where our one love is quality chicken fingers. There's the inbounds to Yates in the left corner. Back to Franklin. His pass into the right corner, batted out of bounds by Tyler Jenkins. 8:02 to play.
Skylar Hunter in there needs to get some points. He's been practicing well here lately.
He's got a lot of bounce to his game. He can really get up and dunk the ball with authority. Franklin's 3 from the right of the circle, off the mark. Skylar right on cue, up there to grab the rebound. Gives it ahead to Box. Students chanting for the 3. Ramsey on the right side, now to Jenkins at the top. Gives it to Bach. Bach down the right of the lane, lost the ball. Recovered by McKendree, and driving and laying it in is Michael Jackson. Jackson with 11 now. 82-51 Bellarmine. 7.5 to play. Ramsey on the angle left. Out front to Jenkins. Tyler pitches it now to Bach inside the left hash. Out front to Hunter. Now to Ramser. Daniel at the free throw circle. Now to Hunter. His 3 ball off the mark and no good. Rebound to Yates. Bellarmine's gone cold from behind the line. Ahead to Jackson. Takes it up strong. He couldn't get it to go, but a foul underneath. That will go again on Ramser. Daniels picked up 3 fouls here in a short order. That gets us to a timeout. Bellarmine leading it 82-51, 7:10 to play in the game, and the Knights that long away from clinching a first-round bye in the upcoming conference tournament. This is Bellarmine Basketball, Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Do your children love their school? As a parent,
back to courtside for Bellarmine men's basketball.
Stay with us after the game. We'll have the statistics courtesy of Pat's Steakhouse. We're not the best because we're the oldest. We're the oldest because we're the best. Visit patsteakhouse.com for more information. Michael Jackson at the free throw line for McKendree. And his first is good as he hit it in and off the window. He's got a dozen points. McKendree on the night, just 5 of 8 now from the free throw line. Bellarmine's perfect, 17 out of 17. Jackson hit a pair. He's got 13, 82-53 Bellarmine. Jenkins motors into the front court. Out front to Hunter, top right to Ramser. Now to Knott at the top of the circle, out front to Jenkins. Left side of the key, Hunter with it. Now Knott right of the lane to Hunter, right side of the lane. Skyler fakes, doesn't shoot. Got it out to Ramser. Ramser to Jenkins at the top of the circle. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Knott on the angle right, drives into the lane. He lost the ball. It rolls out of bounds. And it's Bellarmine's ball with 4 seconds on the shot clock.
Okay, we might see the lob here to Hunter.
He's on the left corner, in the left corner.
Here
he goes. Here's the pass. He makes the catch, couldn't shoot it. Got it to Bach for a 3. Spin out of there. And again, the students groan. We go the other way with McKendree in possession, trailing 82-53. Justin Blanks above the arc, right side. Now to Franklin, left of the circle. Gives to Winkleman up top. A pass to Franklin, hands it to Jackson on the left wing. Out front now Winkleman. Winkleman to a driving Franklin, right down the lane, puts it up and in. Franklin has 14.
Yeah, he didn't play the first game with.
No, he sat out the first semester.
Yeah.
Playing in the second semester. Jenkins on the top left. 82-55 Bellarmine. Knights haven't scored in a while. Here's Knott right of the circle. Now right wing to Ramser. Down low to Jenkins. Tyler hit the side of the board with his shot. Franklin cleans it up. Here come the Bearcats on the run, dressed in the purple. Franklin at the top of the circle, gives to Winkleman. His pass gets it down low to Blanks, puts it up and in, and he is fouled. Blanks scores from the field for the first time. Ramser picks up his 4th foul.
Yeah, Daniel was there too. All you do is put his foot on the baseline and stop the drive, but he didn't do that. Tried to block the shot and didn't work.
Blanks has 4 points. We'll look for 5 at the line. Coach Davenport there telling Ramser to take a charge. 82-57 Bellarmine, 5:43 to go.
Said it a little louder than I did.
Yeah. Blanks hit the free throw. He's got 5 points now, all in this half. 82-58 Bellarmine. Coles out front to Cooks. Sideline right, Ramser. Here's a whistle. And Blanks and Coles tied up underneath. It's on Blanks, a foul against McKendree. 7th on the team. Bellarmine has committed 8, and Coles will be on the line to shoot the 1 in bonus. 82-58 Bellarmine. Free throw up and short. That's the first miss. Rebound Hunter, back up, he got it.
Good job by Hunter there.
Skyler Hunter with his first field goal, 84-58. McKendree attacking. Here's a drive right down the lane. Franklin, met him right at the rim. Quickly ahead to Coles to the layup. Coles off the hem, and Jarrett got fouled.
Oh, that would have been a good one to get the 85 on right there. What a block by Alex Cook.
The foul is against Jackson, his 3rd. And that's the 8th foul against McKendree, and Coles will be on the line. They say he was not in the act of shooting there for some reason. I thought he was going up with the shot, but they say 1-1 here. Jarrett missed a moment ago.
And his first 2 that he hit weren't really, they drew a lot of iron.
Free throws, perfect.
There you go.
And the students roar with the light down
the of a free throw all year.
85-58. Folks at Raising Cane's will be expecting them shortly. Free throw good by Coles. He's got 6 points, all from the line, 86-58. Knights with the lead, Bearcats with the ball. Blanks on the right wing for McKendree. Out front to Michael. They work it around left side to Franklin. David has an alley. Right down the lane he goes. He missed the shot with the right hand. And the rebound retrieved by Coles. Runs it over the timeline to a trailing Cook. Alex driving. And he is fouled. He wanted to dunk that one.
Yeah, I want him out. I don't want him getting hurt. Boy, he went in there hard.
Foul is on Michael. Third foul on Michael, and Cook will be on the line. Alex has 5 points. Hasn't scored here in this half. Averages just under 7 a game.
So Caleb Taylor will be coming in for Alex.
And Cook misses the free throw. That's only his 5th miss of the season.
He has not hit his patented three-point shot tonight either.
Troy Petke comes in for the first time, the freshman from Ashley, Illinois. Cook back on the line, getting ready for his second. 86-58, Bellarmine. Next one by Cook, right down the well. So Alex has 6 points. He leaves the game. Caleb Taylor comes in. The freshman out of London had 4 points and 4 rebounds at McKendree. Season high of 10 points and 5 boards back in mid-December against Midway. Another one of the freshmen who's been slowed by some injury troubles this year. Michael for McKendree right down the lane. Taylor nearly tied him up. Got it out to Winkleman, and a pass goes off on the left side to Franklin. 10 seconds to shoot. Michael, a deep three from the left side. No good. Rebound Hunter. Skylar whips it out to Coles. Here comes Bellarmine. Coles on the angle left, drives into the lane. Right side to Ramser. Goes up, scores.
Oh, he called a charge.
And Ramser's fouled out if it's a charge.
Yeah, it's what he called.
Yep, he's gone.
Wow.
Daniel leaves with 3 points, and all of his fouls committed here in the second half. So Bellarmine will need to find a 5th player. And they're going to grab Rick Troutman, Mark's pregame guest, coming in.
For 4:24 left in the game.
Yeah, he's in for the duration, I would think.
Yep.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think so. He might get a shot off, too.
Willie Schofrans will check in for the Knights here in just a moment. Next dead ball. Blanks on the angle left for McKendree. Drives. Taylor challenged him at the rim. Blanks missed the layup, and Bellarmine in control. Here's Coles to the right of the lane. Inside, lefty layup, no, but he's fouled. That'll go against Michael. That'll be his 4th.
Jarek had a layup there a minute ago, and he kind of threw Daniel into that charge. If that was a charge. It's hard to tell. I couldn't. That's too many bodies between me and the basket.
Coles will have 2, and the first is good. Jarek has 7 points, all from the line. Here's Schofrans in, replacing Skylar Hunter. Coach Davenport, I think, just told Hunter he's going to go back in.
Yeah, he'll be back in.
After the media timeout here at the under 4.
He's got to go in for Coles or Brent.
Coles missed the second free throw. 88-58, Bellarmine. Here's a three-pointer try, missed by Jackson. Blank soars in, grabs the rebound. Justin along the left baseline, takes it back up, scores, and he's fouled. Justin Blanks scores for McKendree. He has 7 points. The foul goes against Red Troutman, and that'll be his first. And the 10th on Bellarmine, so that'll get us to our final timeout. 3:52 to play in the game. Bellarmine leading McKendree 88-60. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Middleton.
Back to Bellarmine men's basketball with Derek Orme and Mark Buggs.
1,896 here on hand at Knights Hall. One of the biggest crowds of the season. The season high here was the Parkside game when 1,973 were on hand to see the Knights win.
Can't get that magic 2,000. Surely we get that a week from tonight against Southern Indiana.
Bellarmine's won 38 straight here at Knights Hall. And Blanks will be on the line here for McKendree. And the free throw rolls in there. So he's got 8 points all in this half, 88-61. Brent Bach inbounds to Jarrett Coles. Rhett Troutman, Willie Sherfons, Caleb Taylor also out there for Bellarmine. Troutman right side to Bach. Into the right corner to Sherfons. Now the Knights working around the horn to Coles on the left wing. Sherfons out front. To Bach, right of the circle, now to Coles. Jarrett left of the lane, dumps it low for Taylor, but the pass intercepted. Blanks with the steal. Coles trying to cut him off. Blanks takes it up, no goal. But a blocking foul on Jarrett Coles of Bellarmine. That'll be his second.
Jarrett got back after throwing that away, got back in time to take that charge. That was a pretty good play by Coles. Forced it, trying to get it to Caleb Taylor. They were all looking for Caleb. Jarrett just kind of forced that one.
Blanks with 8 points. And missed the first free throw, 88-61 Bellarmine. The Knights' biggest lead was by 36 with 9:18 to play. And the next one by Blanks, also no good. Taylor cleans up, gives it to Coles. 3:23 to play in the game. Coles across the stripe. Leaves it for Bach, out front Sherfons, right side to Rhett Troutman. There's a whistle away from the ball. We'll have free throws for Bellarmine. The foul is against Winkleman.
Bach got checked pretty hard there as he cut down through the lane.
Brent Bach on the line has 9 points as he hits the first free throw.
Bellarmine just continues to hit these free throws at a torrid pace.
Free throw perfect for Bach. He's got 10 all in this half. Brent zone, he missed one all year. That was against Kentucky State. I went back and looked the other day, and that was way back in mid-December. Blanks for McKendree. Pass into the right corner to Michael. Out it goes to Jackson, and now Blanks a throw from the top of the circle or just off of it to the left, and he nails it.
Yep, wide open. Nobody ever got to him. Took his time and hit it.
90-64 Bellarmine. 2:50 to go. Here's Taylor, right side of the lane. Caleb directing a little traffic out front to Coles. Now out front to Bach. Bach in the foul circle. High left to Troutman. Out front Bach. 10 seconds to shoot. Coles passes to Taylor, right of the lane. Caleb on the right baseline looking to go there. Tries to go up inside, and he's fouled with 4 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, they look for Caleb every time a Bellarmine player touched the ball. They looked for Caleb. Finally got it to him, and he made a strong move in there and got hammered.
Blanks with his second foul, and Caleb Taylor, who's only taken 6 free throws this year, is on the line for Bellarmine. He's made 5 of them. Free throw up, and that one missed badly. That was long and a little bit to the left. It's a little different when there's a full house here and you're in a game. 90-64. Taylor averaging 2.5 points and a rebound and a half here in his freshman year. The second one is perfect, so he's got a point. And now he's going to leave the game. And Skylar Hunter comes back in for Bellarmine.
He may still be back in before this is over.
91-64. Knights leading with 2.5 to play. Here comes McKendree. Blanks at the top right. Works to the top of the circle. High left to Jackson. Leaves it out front to Winkleman. Darren's three-pointer way off. Hit the board. Skylar Hunter with a rebound. Gets it to Rhett Troutman at the left of the circle. Gives it to Bach. Out front to Hunter. Now to Sherfons. Right side to Coles. Coles needs some help. Out front to Rhett Troutman. Now to Bach on the left side. They go to Sherfons on the wing. Now to Coles. Jarrett with a drive to the right of the lane. Comes back outside, back inside, needs some help. Goes up with the right hand, and a home on the rim, and it fell in.
Nice move by Coles. Underhanded flip.
Jarrett has 9, and it's 93-64. Bellarmine with 1:40 left. Blanks to the right elbow, stops and fires. Off the mark, rebound Winkleman at the foul line. Out to Petke, pulls the trigger for a 3 and hits it. Boy,
yeah.
McKendree has hit a dozen threes in this game. 93-67 Bellarmine with 1:20 to go. Why didn't you ask Rhett Trotman to shoot more, Juan? You should have asked him that on the pregame. There was a foul against McKendree.
It's not shoot more, it's just shoot once.
Yeah. The foul is against Petke, his first.
Rhett goes to the free throw line though now.
That's where he's gotten his points this year. He has made 4 of 6 from the foul line, and he'll shoot 2. And the first is short. Rhett has taken 3 shots this year, including 1 3. Unfortunately, is not connected yet as Coles comes out and Caleb Taylor back in for Bellarmine. 1:20 to go, and Rhett Troutman on the free throw line. And the second one is up and good, so Rhett has it back. Now Bellarmine needs to get Willie Shortfront to bucket.
Willie a shot here.
94-67. Here's Petke, baseline right, guarded by Shortfront. Out to Winkleman, moves to the right of the circle. Right side to Petke, his 3 off the mark. Rebound front 4, loose on the deck. They scramble for it. They pile up in the lane. And the possession arrow will be with McKendree with 1:03 to go.
Just don't want anybody getting hurt.
Let's see, the Bearcats will inbound from the baseline right. Michael to a cutting Blanks. He's right there for the layup.
1 minute remaining.
Blanks has scored 13, all in this half. 94-69. Bellarmine on top with 50 seconds to go. Hunter at the top right. Now to Bach on the right sideline. Whips it down low, and there is a shot put up and in by Rhett Troutman.
In the paint.
Got one in, 96-69. Bellarmine will get one more possession. Blanks to Winkleman. His 3 from the left side is good. Winkleman gets his 4th 3 of the game. He has 17. And Bellarmine, I think, wants to hold the ball here.
Yeah.
96-72.
Why is Winkleman still in the game?
Well, Michael is too. He started.
I know.
So did Jackson. 18 seconds left. Bellarmine may take a turnover here. 10 seconds to shoot. 12 to play in the game. Bach drives into the lane against Winkleman. Puts it up, missed it. Rebound football. Retrieved by Winkleman. 1 second left. Petke's desperation 3, and it's short, and it's all over. Bellarmine wins it. The final score, the Knights 96, and McKendree 72. And Mark, they inch ever closer to program and score win number 1,000. This is 998 tonight for Bellarmine, and they had things their own way the entire game here.
Yeah.
And everybody played, and just about everybody scored. And the Knights run down to the student section and give some high fives to the students who hung in there during this game and won it, as the Salvador team won it 96-72. Rusty Troutman will join us here and talk about this victory. Congratulations, that's 23-3. And Mark Craig informs me that's 9 years in a row that Bellarmine has won at least 23.
Man, that's awesome.
23 games in a season, and bigger fish to fry, of course, down the road. But that's quite an accomplishment. What about the performance here tonight? How did you see it?
I think it was just solid, man. I mean, it wasn't our best and it wasn't our worst. We were just kind of in between. I mean, we had a couple lapses on defense in the first half and the second half, really. But, I mean, we put it together, and we get wins. I mean, right now, home, we just give us an uptick going into postseason play. So, I mean,
it wasn't the greatest, but it was good, and it got the job done.
I got to ask you about Rhett. He came out and he actually took a shot, and he made a shot.
I know, man. I mean, he can do that. I mean, he's one of the strongest dudes on our team besides me. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know how he doesn't do it every time he gets it there, but it's a process for him, man. I'm proud of him, and he does all the right things.
He did have some nice things to say about you during the pregame.
That's
too.
good. I hope he would, man. I practically raised him, so I hope he would.
What does it mean, though, when you see a team like this or a game like this where everybody gets a chance to play? Because guys like Rhett and Willie and Scholar, they're here every day. They're working hard.
They do the same things we do. I mean, if not better some days. So, I mean, they deserve all the credit when they get in there. They be players each and every day. They're behind the scenes, and people don't see that. I mean, they do this in practice all the time. Yeah, they don't see it. And they just got to go in there and play with confidence, man, like they have been doing. Just keep working and keep getting us better during practice. So, I mean, it's great.
Plus, they run the opposition's defense for you guys to guard.
15-1 now in conference play. If somebody had told you that would be your record way back at the start of the year, would you have bought into that?
I think so. I mean that's what we expect. I mean, if not, we should be 16-0. So I mean,
well, there's some imposters were in your uniform every second half.
I know, man. It happens that way sometimes, but it'll work out for us in the end. And love these guys. And we just got to keep going and keep working.
I don't want to skip Saturday's game, but I'm going to. Next Thursday could be win number 40 in a row in this building. Could be win number 1,000 for Bellarmine.
Oh my goodness!
And awesome. And could sew up the number 1 regional ranking.
Yes, I mean that's huge, man. I mean, if that doesn't give you something to play for, I don't know what will. So I mean, it's good. It's good for Bellarmine. It's good for this program. We just come out with a win and keep winning.
Thanks for coming out. We appreciate it.
No problem.
Or Kalen at 292-4749. Whether for travel or basketball, go Knights. It's the best.